Well, good morning. Welcome to another short adventure today as we explore a very key foundational understanding of a new earth and our role as emissaries of heaven, divinity, the eternal realm. Again, I really want to explore with you the nature of this portal, nature of this conduit, which is our energy body. Okay, the energy body is the very thing that serves as the device that connects the timeless realm with the space-time world. And as we develop a relationship with this energy body, okay, it radically changes how we experience our lives as humans. Okay, the key, what distinguishes us as Homo globulus as compared to Homo sapien is that we don't identify with the rational mind. We don't identify with the egoic mind. And having been well trained in the egoic mind, we certainly no longer identify with the tribal mind. But this new identification comes with our practice, our daily practice, our daily observance, exercises that we can do to strengthen our awareness of and our relationship with the energy body. Okay, again, the energy body is where eternity and time meet. Okay, so I've made comments to this phrase before, walking with 1 foot in eternity. So we have 1 foot in eternity, 1 foot in the world. Our consciousness spans both. And as such, we are able to transmit, to deliver information that arises out of stillness, that arises out of eternity, and interpret that, translate that into the space-time world so that others might find a way, the path of our evolution. Okay, so at the individual and collective level, we are evolving. Right now, it's certainly in the space-time world, it's what has been happening for, again, it's really important, and maybe I'll go back and share some more about our evolution as a species, because it really helps to understand the past 5,000 years, the past 500 years, the past 50 years, and the current 10 or 12 year process, okay, called The Event by one mentor of mine. This process that began in 2019 and in my prediction will dominate the world scene until about 2032. So about 12 years, because really it was the very end of 2019 that it began. And well, in my vision, it's October of 2032 that there'll be this moment, this completion, this distinct awareness that, wow, we've survived, some of us have flourished, and now is the time that our new earth officially becomes the dominant program running our species, Homo globulus. Okay, so It's an exciting time for some. Obviously, we've talked about this. Those that are very entrenched in the tribal mind, it's a very frightening time because they're approaching their death. As anybody approaches their death, there's a certain part of your consciousness that's attached to the body that will be frightened. It's natural because you're aware that that part of you is becoming extinct. It will no longer exist. The person equally will no longer exist. But as I say, if you've developed this relationship with your eternal energetic reality, mine I call Sun King, as Sun King, that moment when I drop the body and the person will be exhilarating, will be fantastic. It will be what I've been rehearsing for the past several decades, this moment. And this is why, again, what we offer here for those that are interested in having an amazing death, which is really a birth, that we will offer that to people, a beautiful environment, perfect, loving support, to have that transition truly be a birth. There's no reason to acknowledge it as anything but that if you're focused on this full expansion into eternity, okay? So the energy body is that vehicle, is as you drop your body and your person, the energy body simply expands to become your total reality. But it's possible that this expansive energy body can become 95% of your reality, even as you walk in the world. Okay, so this is, again, our goal is to work together, practice together, that we can continually deepen our relationship with this energetic reality, and that we experience this energetic reality, as I've said, in the form of enthusiasm, because as it comes into you, your first reaction is going to be enthusiasm, because it feels energetically so powerful, so beautiful, so exciting. I mean that can be your shimmering reality pretty much all the time. Even in our dream time. My dreams are all over the place. Some of them are tribal, some of them are egoic. And once in a while, the dream I have, like I had one just, I think 2 nights ago, that just said, the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. Well, of course, that's a reality always. But in the dream, what it meant was like, okay, like you're doing it. You're doing it. The time is now, and encourage others to do it now. To be fully about your expression. Okay, so my highest expression in this time of my life is doing what I'm doing with you right now, having this discussion. Okay, and it's just as real to do it this way via Zoom than doing it in the old days. It would be with a room full of people. Well, that's highly unnecessary, highly impractical. It literally doesn't make any difference at all that this transmission is happening this way. There's no reason any longer. It used to be that you really wanted to be in proximity with each other. There was the need for that comfort of like being able to hug each other and being able to play music and do other things to help with early stages of the delivery process, because again, it would have been very frightening. I can remember back to retreats that I was involved in back in starting in the middle 80s, 90s, and up until around 2005 when I experienced Eckhart Tolle's last retreat, not in person, but via transmission like this that he'd recorded. And it was like, wow, it was possible to see this completion happen without any contact with, at the time, the master teacher that was most influential in this final piece, when they sat down with this, and I would encourage you to consider that if you're drawn to Eckhart, that his teaching, Freedom from the World, at the last retreat he did in Costa Rica before he retired in 2002, and then of course later, because of Oprah, came out of retirement again. But whatever it takes, if you're able to do it here with me, it's the same vibrational reality that Eckhart was referencing. Okay, it's the same reality. I mean, whoever you're listening to, whether you're reading or listening nowadays, it's more likely that you're listening. It's the same vibrational reality. Again, different teachers have different ways of expression, different, but whatever flavor you find most attractive, most comforting, it's really all the same thing. But like I said many times, there's this singularity. Remember, when thine eye becomes single, thy whole body is filled with light. There's a singularity, one thing that's happening worldwide, across the universe, and right now on planet Earth. It's the evolution of our species from Homo sapien and Homo erectus into Homo glimiulus. Okay, this is the salvation of our world. This is the birthing of our new Earth. Okay, this is what it is. It's our shift. Okay, it's not external events. The external events are simply reinforcing the necessity of our birth. Okay. Know that all the events that are happening that might appear to some that don't have really eyes to see, oh, this is actually interference. It's actually hurting our process of evolution into a new Earth. It's not. It's absolutely essential. It's absolutely necessary. It's perfect. Again, I've shared with you the beginnings of the OASIS Center for Conscious Living when we were in Minnesota, and using John Lennon's song, Imagine. Back then, people would still have to imagine, woo, wow, what a crazy fantasy. We could actually live in a world with no money, no possessions, no governments, no religion, whatever. Today, you can actually see that is what's coming.